general. As Mr. Graydon said, that's what I used to do for a job description. Wear a lot of weapons on my bat belt, I called it, drive around and try to solve problems. All the while people were telling me they were paying my salary. The experience that went into this program was that oh, we're done. The best stuff is already done. What went into this program isn't what you see on the UFC, cage fighting, YouTube, WWF, none of it. Okay. I always ask people, when's the last time you got to talk to a murderer or someone that has 15 felonies on their rap sheet, someone that's done time for drug trafficking, all that stuff. I've done it. I've got to do the interviews. I've got to clean up the mess. My first call was an active shooter call. Someone got shot and killed, and that is a rookie cop, and I'm running to the mess. Smoke still in the air, people on the ground, and I'm clearing the rooms. Oh my goodness, there's probably another shooter here. 21-year-old kid. So when I developed this program, I said, you know what? Everyone has to be able to plug into it. Because when you became a police officer, if you guys were in the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department and you all wanted to be cops in 15 weeks, look at you all. You're all from different backgrounds. You have an attorney, you have someone that just retired from the post office, you have someone out of college, you have a former Marine. You will all be cops in 15 weeks. How? It's the academy format. That's how we teach. So anyone can do it. First, everyone here pays insurance on an item that's depreciating as I talk. Do you have cell phone insurance? Yes. Most people do. Why? Because Verizon says it's $500 if you break it. What about pet insurance? Some people have pet insurance. No. Flat screen TV insurance. Jewelry insurance. So we live in a society that insures just about everything that we're going to get rid of within 5 to 10 years. Correct? Raise your hand if you have the ability to stop a threat for 11 minutes. You have tactical self-defense experience that will get you out of a life or death situation. Ooh. It's not your fault. You are everyone else. I didn't go to elementary school or high school, and my mom didn't get to go, okay, art, math, self-defense for my child? Sure. It's not a prerequisite. It's not required. And then you become an adult. You have a child with no skills, now you're an adult with no skills. And then you get a job like real estate agent, okay, or home inspector, or someone that travels a lot. There's not a secret formula for real estate agents. We just got to look at your job and say, where are you most vulnerable? Okay, so you're an attractive female or a wealthy guy. You drive a BMW. The bad guy knows it. Why? Because your picture's everywhere around town. You wear a $10,000 neck. You drive a $100,000 car. They go to social media. They friend you. You say, sure. Why? Because that's what people do. They look at everything about you. Where you live, your patterns. They start to call you and ping for information. Okay? I'd like to look at this house. And you have all your protocols. Have them come to the office first and do a background check on them. You guys don't do that. You do it 20% of the time. You guys are out in the world. You're professionals. You're trying to make money. And if I have 90 minutes to meet you in a property and you think you got a good prospect, you're going to do it. That's what agents do. That's what the feedback we get is. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. I'm in the ballpark. Okay. So you show up with no training to an undisclosed location for the most part, meeting a person you probably never met, and the first thing you're going to do is drive up, and if he's not there, what's the first thing you do? Oh, he's not there yet. You sit in your car and do what?
Check Facebook.
Yeah? Bingo. Who likes me? What's my status? I got an email. My analogies help people learn faster. Not my big mouth. It's people want visual and they want to understand things that relate to them. I talked a lot about the animal kingdom. Your bad guy will hunt like a lion. A lion is looking for an opportunity. If the lion could speak our language and you can interview him, he would not say, yeah, I usually find the fastest, strongest gazelle that's paying attention and I attack that one. No, he attacks the one with kids, the one with the broken horn, the one with some gray, the one that's falling behind, the one drinking water. Drinking water on Facebook? That's the one I want. They look for opportunities because they want things very easy. Why work hard when you don't have to? So what I'm going to do is give you the insight onto what criminals think, how they think. You know how a criminal thinks. You can reverse engineer that and plan for it. It happens all over the world in every type of industry. NFL coaches, high school coaches, Pop Warner coaches will scout the other team. Okay? Why do they do that? To create a plan for playing the Eagles next week. Well, they run this offense, so we're going to do this defense. So I have had that privilege of talking to criminals that are 6'8". Okay, this guy just was on a 100-mile chase that I was actually involved in. We had to pit him, which means knock his car off the road. He ran from us. We tased him. We beat him. All over what situation? Well, let's find out. Why did you do that? How did you do that? Oh, she left you a message, and then you text her, and you saw her on. So I got to put all these pieces together. So there's a storyline to every type of situation that happens, and there's a lot of commonalities. So a real estate agent, first thing you do is you show up, and you got your head down, you're occupied. Then you get out of the car. When they get from what the protocol is in real estate, tell me some of the things they are giving you guys. I already know them, but tell me some of the things they are giving you guys for self-protection or self-defense. What are they telling you to do? Lock your purse in your car so you don't get robbed? What else? Meet them at the office? Mm-hmm. If the sale is on the line, hey, I got 90 minutes. Can I be there? Mm-hmm. And in all honesty, you guys bypass that policy and go straight to that house, don't you?
Okay.
So
I try to get them pre-qualified first.
Yeah.
If they're sneaky or if they've got something bad up their sleeve, they're not going to want to go through that process. That would be my red flag.
That's a good hurdle. But everyone's shaking their head that a lot of times I just go straight to the house. I want to get the job done. I want to make the sale. So one person may be doing the right thing, 15 not. And it's not because you're doing the wrong thing. It's because you're trying to make a living. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're bypassing the standard like a lot of people do to try to get the job done because 99.9% of the time you're not in danger, correct?
Yeah.
Just like the 50-year-old lady up in, I think it was Arkansas.
Yeah.
She'd been on the job for how many years? 30. She followed every protocol. She told her husband, I'm at this house. She left her purse in the car, dead. It wasn't enough. All her experience wasn't enough. Do you know why? Because it's not that a real estate agent needs a specific set of skills. Everyone needs these skills. And you do not have them. That's the biggest concern. So what we do is we have a lot of false sense of securities in front of us. And I was thinking of the ultimate analogy for a false sense of security. If you saw a piece of cardboard floating in the water, you would think that it floats, right? And a lot of protocols, whether it's active shooter, real estate, anti-rape, they put up a false sense. They give a protocol out that says, you know what, we are doing something for you. If you jump on this cardboard, look, it's floating, you'll float. What happens to cardboard when it's in the water too long? The whole plan falls apart. You're on that cardboard, it starts to break apart, absorbs the water. It was never going to float and save you to begin with. The only thing that can save you is your ability to swim when you jump in the water. You guys are soft targets. A soft target's an easy opportunity. A lion hunts the same way a bad guy hunts. You're a female, you're a soft target, period. You're alone. I know what you look like. Thanks to social media, I know a lot about you, how you dress, your jewelry, where you live. I can Google Earth your house and find out if you drive a Mercedes or an expensive Navigator. Money. You're showing up with your debit cards. You're showing up with your vehicle. You're showing up with your person. Understand? We just established that. Nobody really has any training, and you guys are, by what you do for a living, vulnerable at all times, correct? Mm-hmm. And you're female. So let's talk about what a soft target is. Soft target is a young person, a small person that can't manipulate joints, introduce weapons, or be rational like an adult. Someone who's aging. I mean, they look like the older one in the pack. I can take them down. They're not going to fight. Okay, I can get this opportunity. I can do what I want with her, get her money and get her car, and she's not going to stick a thumb in my eye. Females, you're just not as strong as males. People that are creating opportunities. And this one right here, as she put her head down to unlock the lockbox on the front door, she was attacked. Most attacks come from where? The front or the back? The back.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying that girl that was killed was the...
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That one was actually, she was being watched, and as she locked the door behind her, okay, everything's good, she was attacked. Leaving. Yes. So how close does someone need to get to you? How long does it take to lock that lockbox? 10 seconds? Mm-hmm. Could you not look around just for a second? 10 seconds, your head will be down. That's what they're counting on. When you show up early and you're in your car, did you guys sit in your car waiting on someone to show up? What do you do in your car a lot of times? Everyone do it. Everyone do it right now. You are the gazelle drinking water, and I am the lion sitting in the bushes watching you drink the water. I know what she looks like. I know what she drives. I called her. I pinged a little bit. Ping. These guys they're professionals. They know what the protocol is. Yates was the bad guy. He gave the real estate agent the name of Ron Jones. My name's Ron Jones. I was a cop. You know how many fake IDs I got? And I had a badge and a gun, and I could arrest you. Your name is what? This is how you get them. You have to ask their birthday twice within 60 seconds because it's hard to remember a lie. Okay, red flag. That's not good. People, I can create on Vistaprint for $10. I can create business cards that say my name is Ron Jones and I look really official, and I bypass you in 2 seconds. Yeah, I own a landscaping company. We're really interested in this house. I can do that $10 on Vistaprint. I can become someone else in a heartbeat. Have you guys seen that movie with what's his name? It's super bad. He's from Honolulu. Fogel. Remember? Okay. Well, creating fake IDs to go into liquor stores. Kids can do it. You don't think someone that has the intent of a criminal can bypass your system, the cardboard system? It's nothing against you guys. It's nothing against real estate agents or real estate agencies. Your job is not to learn self-defense or know self-defense. It's to sell houses and make commission. But part of your job puts you in danger. So what I'm directing you in today is, I'm the lighthouse. I'm telling you, the rocks are right here. You don't want to put your ship here. You want to go around it, and you definitely want to seek out hands-on training, and we're going to show you why. Who here has an app on their phone, a safety app for real estate? One? You know those are very prevalent, and I've been told about them. If you push this one button, any button, it will take a panoramic picture of everything in the room and send something to 911. Right. Once you call 911, you're already in trouble, right? To me, as a professional, I was blushing for the person. It's cool, and it will probably make some company money, but you, as the consumer, are trying to float on cardboard. Once again, it's not going to work. That lockbox better be unlocked before you turn your back on this person. Always let them go in first. Go ahead, go in, check it out. When you show up, I want you to employ what we call smoke and mirrors. I want you to tell everyone that your partner's, I'm sorry, I just got here, my partner's going to be here in about 2 seconds, all right? But we'll go ahead and get started. If I'm a bad guy with a plan, I have to weigh out the options. Oh, she's got a partner coming. It's not good. I'll go find another real estate agent that doesn't run with a partner. Have a fake partner. Okay? Who do you work with in your agency that you can say right now? Quick. Lori's on the way. Lori's on the way. She'll be pulling up any minute. Just so you know, if someone walks in here, she's with me. Wow. Does he know that you're lying? No. Are you lying? No. You're just creating the circle of security. Does that make sense? And a lot of people, I don't want to offend. I don't want to. Yes, ma'am.
Do you think he would just say, "Oh, I'm leaving," or what?
No, but he would play the part because he's playing. He's played the part up till now. Hey, I'm interested in the house. I want to meet you there. Oh, this is very interesting. He's going to play the part. Criminals will play the part until they can't play it anymore, which means they've been had or they have to flee. Oh, this is a really nice house. Man, I've got a partner on the way. I'm not going to do this. I can't go to jail again. And you'll never see him again. That's one option, correct?
Yeah, but what do you do when the partner doesn't show up?
He doesn't know that. Your partner got caught at a red light. You're what-ifing if the fake person doesn't show up. He's going, well, she's going to be here any second.
All he's doing is thinking about it.
Yeah, that's all. You ever sat at your house waiting on someone? You here yet? You here? You don't know. You have created an illusion that he can't punch through. Does that make sense?
Right.
Partner's on the way.
He doesn't know.
Doesn't know. All right?
Doesn't know if it's male or female.
Doesn't know if it's male or female. So, you get there first. Get your head out of the sand. Facebook, okay? Get your head out of the sand. You're sitting in a confined box with your head down. You're a female with no training. So we're trying to unwind all the things you're doing wrong. It's not your fault. Everyone does it. Okay? You unlock that lockbox so there is no, hold on, whack! And you're out. We're in the house, lock the door. Once you go in, check it out. I'm going to wait for my partner. She's going to be able to make a quick call. All right? Walk in. Yeah, she's right around the corner. Keep showing the house, showing the house, showing the house. I guess she got hung up on a traffic light or something. You have to rehearse this in your head. I tell females this all the time. If a guy's hitting on you at Chili's or something, you should have a fake dog and a fake phone number. All right? If you're out in the parking lot or you're walking out of Walmart and some guy says, "Hey, you don't mind, I know you? Sir, I don't have time to talk. I just lost my dog. His name is Yo-Yo. He ran in that direction. Yeah, I got to find my dog." You need to interrupt someone's pattern. You might not be a bad guy. You just don't need to. You know how many people can't say no? Criminals are the best salespeople in the world because people will just, "Oh yeah, really?" And then all the way to the point where that guy owns you. Unlock the door. You're not on your social media. You let them go in first. If you feel uneasy at all, you shouldn't be there. But if anything makes you feel uneasier, or if it gets a little, he's just hanging out in the living room, he's not walking in there, then you need to start calling people. You need to leave. I got to take this call. I have an emergency at my house. No one's going to fault you for having an emergency at your house. And I know what you're thinking. What if I lose the sale? What if you lose your life? If you feel like something's going to happen, lose the sale. Or try to pick it up later. There's tons of houses. Does that make sense? Tons of them. If that guy just creeps you out, don't go through with it just because. So always have someone that is calling you, or you have to place a call. Someone's right around the corner. Another strategy, make it policy that you do certain things. Hey, the agency I work for, they just want to know who I'm with, so I'm going to take a picture of the back of your car, the license plate. Cool, all right, I got to send it to my boss right now. Make sure they're right in front of you, though. Don't do one of these. "Oh, he told me to do this," and then turn your back on him, because we don't want to do that, because he's looking for opportunities. You understand that lions don't chase fast, strong gazelles, right? They don't. Who is limping? Who's the one with the gray hair, the broken horn? Who's the one drinking? Who's the one toting kids around? That's the one I want. I'm not king of the jungle. I'm a king of efficiency. I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to go to sleep. These guys don't want someone that's going to pose that much of a threat or put up that much of a fight. They already assume you don't know anything. They already assume you're weaker. Now they're looking for other opportunities. When she unlocks that lockbox, when she walks in, she was unlocked. She's asking me to walk in. Your partner's on the way. That's not good. I'm telling you how criminals think because I've interviewed hundreds, if not thousands of them after their crime, before their next crime. I've put the bracelets on so many guys who've done some horrible things and got to see their insight. Do you know what the guy who killed the 50-year-old real estate agent said? You should know. As an agent, you should know exactly what came out of his mouth while he was getting in the patrol car. You don't? I can say it right now, but I want to be 100% accurate. This guy.
She said because she was rich.
Talking about her being rich.
Because she was a woman that worked alone, a rich broker. He was a full-time felon. He's done this a million times. He knows there's risk involved. Okay, so when you do your background check on him...
Why did he kill her?
What do you think?
Couldn't he have just robbed her? Why did he have to kill her?
What do you think he did other than rob her? Yeah. These guys, they're driven on certain things that you and I don't understand. Sexual battery followed by possession. I'm going to take all your possessions, followed by I need to eliminate the evidence. She was buried behind a concrete factory in a shallow grave. My job is to make sure that does not happen to you. You got it? Now,
when do you do the thing with the picture?
So as soon as you show up. Did you drive here? No, you didn't. Your first clue is if he walked there, don't go in.
Right.
If he got dropped off there, don't go in. One guy did the knife-point rape, I'm going to rape you, then took the car and went partying. There was one over in Tampa. She walked in front of the guy, he shut the door, locked it, cracked her in the head, raped her, took her car. He partied that night at a club in Tampa, got caught. She was found in the Hillsborough River. Google it, she floated up under a dock. That's how she was found. And it's all these mistakes. Oh, over here's the bathroom. Whack! You're out. You don't even see it coming. That's their plan to begin with. When's the best time to attack someone? When they're not looking. When's the best time to attack someone? When no one else is looking as well. Who's the best person to attack? Someone who can't beat me. Who's the best person to attack? Someone who doesn't know how to defend themselves and doesn't know the reality of defending themselves. It's not what you see on TV. It's not the UFC. It's not boxing. It's not Muay Thai. It's none of that. It's not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's none of that. So what we're going to do is show you a couple things that you can do right now to save yourself. Get back to it now or I'll spray you. What do I have? Quick. What do I have?
Pepper spray.
No, I have lip balm.
Oh.
Perception. I fooled all of you guys. You're just like the bad guy. You're a human being. Someone's coming. He's got minks. No, he doesn't. It's lip balm. But you jumped. It looked real. You could have, this is your pepper spray. All right? You can carry it around. I'm telling you, get back. My partner's coming, get back. He's got to say, that is, cherry balm, and she has no partner. And he has to be 100% accurate or he's doing life in prison. Make sense? Your phones are your worst enemies. Teenagers. Postings. Your teenage daughter, I don't know if you have one, but she has had trouble with this guy that will not leave her alone, and then she tells everyone, I'll be at Countryside Lanes tonight with the girls. Who wants to come out and have fun? That guy ends up being there when she comes out last. How does he know that she was there? Went to Facebook. Yeah. When you guys put too much information on your social media, it's good to represent yourself. You guys are all professionals. Look at you. That's what you need to put up front for your business. But the more you expose, the more the person that wants you knows. Period. So what we're going to do is talk about your phones and how much you should rely on them. All right, go ahead. Christine, you're going to stand right there next to your sign so we can advertise for you.
Okay.
Do you know how many people put stock into their cell phone? Amongst a lot of other techniques that we're going to show you. I'll call 911. I got ICE in case of emergency. I got downloaded. Who has the app? She's got a real estate app.
Well, it's called, I was somewhere, it's called Real Alert.
So we got Real Alert. We got everything under the sun. We got our heads down. We're communicating with our loved ones. We're doing all this stuff. So the phone is like quicksand. I would suggest that you leave your phone alone while you're showing people. When you're in the house, you shouldn't be going, okay, yeah, it's over here. Please keep your head up. Keep your shoulders straight. Keep people on what I call a 10 and 2. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock? 10 and 2. I see what you're doing. I see if you're getting closer. I at least have a heads up. I'm not going to go out with a smack to the back of the head. Keep people in your 10 and 2. All right? Now you drive at 10 and 2. It's real easy to remember. You text at 10 and 2. So my question to you is, off the top of your head, if she was to dial 911 because she's in danger, it's real now, he's coming, he said, you need to turn around, put your hands behind your back, and he gets a cord out, and you don't turn around, you pull your phone out, how many feet does she need to make that 911 call? Just quick. 5, 3, what else? Quick. 5, we got 5, 3, I'm going to give you 20, I'm going to try, all right? And I'm going to give you an easy phone. Smartphones are hard. Swipe, code, up, dial. If you mess up a number, it's already calling the wrong number. Right? Right. I'm going to make this real easy. An electric green phone in a black bag with real buttons. It's going to be real simple. It's beat up. It's been from the Cowboy Stadium to you name it. It's been everywhere. So, all right. There's no other. This is not a purse with 10,000 things in it. I'm trying to make this easy for you. Right here. I'm going to give you a half zip. Is your purse zipped? Okay? Okay, get your phone out. Go. Look, there it is. So, we're going to simulate reality.
Okay.
I don't want to shortchange it, but I am setting you up for success.
Okay.
Because you know this is happening. Put over your shoulder. You're doing your real estate thing, okay? Showing everyone this, that, and the other. You're right there. Do not move. I don't want you to move for safety because when people do this drill, they tend to stumble and it goes crazy with them, okay? I'm not going to touch you though. Here's the good news. Someone said didn't go the way. 3 feet, 5 feet. This is from the untrained individuals. 10 feet, 15. I don't have any more feet. Now, in reality, you're going to be distracted, right? But I don't want to distract you, so what I do want to do is have you doing something. You're not just staring at me waiting for me to attack you. Go ahead and take your watch off and on. Now when you see me move, I want you to get that phone out, dial 911, and I'll be looking. Put it up to your ear, and I want you to tell the dispatch, I'll be dispatched when I get close enough, where you're at, Charles Rutherford Realty. What's the address, quick?
Belcher. 1545.
1545 Belcher. And what do I look like? Describe me.
Right. Dark clothes, a medium height, dark hair.
6'5".
No.
Alright, so, this is what we're going to do. You ready? Take your watch off and on. I'm coming. Hey, You need to get in the room right now. Get in the room. Get out. Come on. 911. Hit 911. 911. 911. Put it up to your ear. Quick. 911. What's your emergency? Quick.
Quick.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Belcher.
And what?
35 Belcher.
What does he look like? We want to send someone. Quick.
About 6 feet up.
Time. All right. Round of applause. Good job. Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, you don't have time to think about anything.
Correct.
You don't.
When
There's not time to do anything.
when was I in her face?
Nothing.
Right away.
I could have dialed
You could
911.
even,
Yeah.
yeah, you could have.
Cell phones have never saved a person's life. What happens with a cell phone is letting the police know where the action is happening. And the action is happening. That's not me grabbing the phone. That's not me grabbing your hair. That's not me doing anything. Was she flustered? Yes. Did she have a hard time getting things out? Yes. That's everyone's reaction. I've had people call him, he's blonde and he's got red shorts on. No. They just shut down. And this is in a controlled environment. And I gave you what the bad guy has. He has this formula. It's a 3-part formula that every bad guy will always own. You don't get it. You don't get a status update, an email, a text. You never get it. And I gave it to you, and you still couldn't do it. So, what is the formula?
You gotta defend yourself, you have to hurt him. You don't have time.
No, he owns this. It's an advantage from the bad guy. He's got all these advantages. You're a soft target. You're not paying attention. You don't know how to defend yourself. You're creating all these opportunities. Back turned. You're attractive. You got this $900,000 diamond thing on your neck. You're doing all this stuff. Okay. What is it? He has the ultimate advantage. They even have it over me. These professionals, John Braden, okay, Mark. They would have it over us too. What's the advantage? I'm going to help you. No one knows it until we tell them. Time, place, and method of attack. They establish that with you. Time, they pick the time. They pick the place. And they pick the method of attack. Walmart, 4 o'clock with a knife. The property I want to see, whenever you can make it, and however I want to attack you. Gun, knife, strangulation, doesn't matter. I own that as the bad guy. Your job is to unwind my plan. You pick the time and place, but this isn't really going to work. I can't get the attack off because she has always got her eye on me. She let me walk in first. There's people on the way. She hasn't put her head down once. It was unlocked. Okay? When that lady leaving, if she was walking someone out, walk them out, shut the door, walk away from the front of the residence where there's people that can see. Do you have any other questions? All right, still on the market, whatever your tagline is. All right, you have a nice day. You'll know when things... He has to be aggressive in your presence while you're looking at him. That's hard for a human being to do. That's why they want you to turn your back. You ever see there was a subway shooting about 8 years ago where the guy went in and robbed a subway down in St. Pete and he made everyone get on their knees, turn their back, hands behind the head, and then execution style. That's because I don't want to look at the person I'm going to hurt. Bad guys, they're still human beings. And that little flame in them that says, wait till they're not looking. That's why when you turn your back, and it's also the advantage. Eyes aren't on me, I can do what I want. Cell phones, the only thing you use a cell phone when you're completely 100% safe or to beat someone with, because it's a hard object. You got it? You get that 911 call off, what am I doing to you right here? Whatever I want, right? The police are coming! No, they're not. I was one. I'm sitting in the station or under a shade tree filling out a ticket. 365 copy call, 365 go. We have a woman in distress, real estate agent at such and such location. All units in route. Woo! Run off the road. People are complaining at me. I pay your salary. I'm trying to solve a crime here. I get into an accident. I wreck my patrol car. Another unit has to go. Not good. It takes 8, 11. If you live in Detroit, there was a report lately of a 58-minute response time.
Wow.
I would too in Detroit, because after 58 minutes, it all goes away. You just show up. What happened here? So, keep in mind, the police they're on your side, but they're not there to help you. Your phone is not there to help you. All of you thought I had pepper spray, and I had cherry balm chapstick. And lipstick works too. That big silver case. So we're talking about presenting a security front, whether it's real or not. Do you know how many stores have fake cameras in them? Because they can't either A, afford the real ones, or you can't tell the difference. You have to gamble. Okay, we're on camera. I don't want to steal. You got to remember, it's not just it's real estate safety. Real estate safety is just like shoplifting. Shoplifter comes in and plays the part of what? A shopper, until they get a opportunity. Then they take that opportunity. You were the opportunity. It just turns. It's very violent. It's not. They're not stealing candy. All right. So you have to remember, criminals run on this mentality: motivation, motive. What's the motive? They hunt and launch the attack, and then execution. Get it done. You have to interrupt that. So they're going to come in with a motive: property, perversion, personal. Okay, whether it's domestic, whatever it is. And then they're looking for a time to launch the attack. And there's an opportune time for them to do it. And what we're trying to do is seal up all those times. Questions on that? So you go to the ATM, you get in your car, and what do you start doing?
Counting.
Counting your money, looking at your receipt, filing your receipt away.
Yes.
You're just sitting there longer and longer with money in a car. I mean, all I have to do is stand by the ATM. Okay. Hey, get out. Get out! Give me your money. That's simple. You're sitting there drinking that water longer and longer and longer, and that alligator's coming up. You can't see him. Get you. All right? And I use the animals because it's really easy to relate to an animal when you saw a Discovery. A lot of people have a block when it comes to a criminal. Because how many of you have been in the presence of a murderer? A person with 5 robberies on their record. A violent criminal that has run from the cops and shot at someone. I did it for a living. It's not something that I have to go around saying, I did this. That's what I did. I worked in the pound at Pinellas County Jail. 4.5 years. What's he in for? Oh my God. And then you have to deal with this person and the use of force and all this stuff. And then you get to know them and you talk to them and you get to see all their records. And then I went out to the street and I got to patrol around and arrest people that were very dangerous because you don't know what they have on them. Guns, knives, all that good stuff. So I have the unique advantage of being able to see their world. So I can tell you what they're going to do to try to get to you.
Feel a little bit safer if the wife shows up for some reason, and that could be,
There's going to be times. There's going to be times that are really clear that you're okay. This is my husband and my wife and my 4 kids, and they show up and this goes. When you take the COBRA program, we show you how to profile. Quickly, I want to give you a crash course on profiling, real quick. I pull up behind a minivan, and it's got the mom and the dad and the 3 kids and the soccer and the kayak and a gerbil on the window, right? And it's a newish minivan. Quickly, who steps out? Jamaican gangster? Soccer mom. 90% sure that it's going to be a person that has disposable income, law-abiding citizen, between 25 and 50 years old. Right? It's 11 at night. I'm cruising through the bad part of Largo when I work for Largo, and I pull over a lowrider, and smoke's coming out the side of the windows, and I can hear the music from my car, and there's lights underneath it. Who steps out? Guy in a tie, wearing glasses, or some kid with his hat sideways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easy to profile. Look at their car. In Florida, in August, if a guy shows up with a New York Giants jacket on, a Giants jacket, a football jacket, in August, and he wants to see a house, I don't even know what you have. I don't care if it's duct tape, pliers, a ski mask, rope, a gun. I don't need to know this. Someone walks into a bank like that. I'm running, see him. 95 degrees out. What's going on here? Okay? Profile. You all do it. You're salespeople. You know when you got a good buyer on the hook, right? You know. When you're talking to people, you know right and wrong. You have intuition. Key into that and don't put the blinders on. Blinders are, everyone's good, it doesn't happen to me, that stuff is on the news. You are the news if you mess up. Does that make sense? All right.
I'm trying to get the formula here. You go to the house early, you open the door, and then do you stay by the door? Do you go down by your car? How do you get to see what car he drives up in?
Well, tell me your protocol. What, on a daily basis, how does it work for you? If I'm going to go to a location with pretty much a stranger at a specific time, There's preparation involved. I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure it's unlocked so there is no downtime for him to create an opportunity. I'm not going to put my head down while I'm waiting for him. I'm going to go back to my vehicle, stand outside as the professional. I'm not trapped in my vehicle. If I was a criminal, I love people in cars. You're going through the drive-through ATM at SunTrust, I'd have to fold my mirror in on my F-150 to squeeze into that. I'm leaning out, doing this, trying to get my account information into that thing. All you have to do is pull one car in front, one car behind me. I'm dead. I can't even get out. You're a sitting duck. Do not be a sitting duck. Stand outside that car. Okay. You're waiting on a client, but you're being safe. You have the ability to move, run, fight. You get to try to fight while the seatbelt's here and the steering wheel's here. It's really hard. So be ready. What do you do? Who is actively going out and showing houses now? I don't know who's management in here or anything. What do you do? Okay? For a meeting today at 1 o'clock, tell me what you do.
I try to bring somebody with me first.
There you go. Layer
But
of
then
evidence. What about the other one? What's he thinking?
Yeah.
Witness.
Mm-hmm.
Witness almost guarantees you get caught. Are you worth a guaranteed capture? No.
Yeah. You can-
No.
Mhm.
So you have to think, okay, good guy, bad guy.
Mhm.
I wrote in my book, it's called Scouting the Other Team. NFL coaches do it. They sit and watch other teams and watch their plays. Because if I know your plays, I know what kind of plays I can run.
Right.
It's pretty simple stuff. So your question, to come full circle, is what do you do? Your protocol is to show up early. If it's 1, I would say I'm a 20-minute early guy. It's unlocked. I'm not standing by the door because I'll shove you in that house. You're not going to beat me. That's not me being mean to you. I'm an attacker, and I'm vicious, and I'm mean, and I'm stronger than you. Get in! Lock the door. Don't make no sounds. I'm not going to kill you. Just do what I need to. Into your pocket. Then now you're involved. There is no 911. You're in it. And it was all because you were too close to the door. Get yourself away from it. Park a little bit away. Where do you guys usually park? In their driveway?
No.
By the mailbox?
No, I'm outside.
Yes. Okay. So out by the mailbox. Give yourself 30 feet. With that 30 feet, he has to get you 30 feet into that house. Think about how hard that is. He doesn't want to work. Oh, come on. Oh. You don't see the real estate agent drug 40 feet back into the house. They get attacked close to it, leaving it going in or inside, correct? All right, so stand out by your car. Okay, this must be him. He's getting out of his car. Good. Do the handshake. Make the conversation. Hey, it's our policy just for realtor safety. There's been a lot of attacks in the area. My partner's right around the corner. She's going to be here in a second. She's bringing us some hot coffee or whatever. Have a preloaded, it's not live, just preloaded smoke screen. Okay? Hey, police do it. You know what a flashbang is? They pull this, it's like a grenade, they throw it into a house, it goes boom! Lights everything up, there's smoke, and it allows us to go in and make the arrest while they're distracted. It's called a flashbang. So you get there, you park off to the side, you do all your protocols, and if a good person doesn't have a problem with you doing this, do they? If I'm buying a house, take a picture of my picture of my truck. Roll my finger. Here's my ID. I love that house. Good people don't have anything to hide. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if you're going, well, what if they're uneasy about it? Then you should not do what you're doing. You should get out now. Okay? Yeah, it's just policy. Good. All right. Boss knows. Fantastic. Are you ready to go? I like to let people walk in. I want you to feel like you're. The boss knows now.
The boss knows.
The boss knows.
Now,
Or my
are you
manager knows.
sending it, or you're just taking it?
Yeah, I would send it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I would have a secured person that you trust. Hey, listen, when I send you this, that's because I'm on a call. This is the person I am with. Now you just told the bad guy. Everyone knows exactly who you are, or at least the vehicle you showed up in, and it will trace to you. That is a guarantee you are linked to this crime if there will be a crime, correct?
Right.
Are you taking either the vehicle or the license plate?
The license plate, that's the vehicle. Okay, if you can get him to stand in front of it, hey, just smile. However you feel. Why not? Why not?
Oh my God.
Why not? It's his car.
Yeah.
He wants to see the house.
That's true.
I go to LA, you go to a fitness center. Smile for the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I get a card with that?
Shop at Costco's.
Yeah. You can't, you guys, not you guys, society in general has a hard time speaking their mind. Man, I got a 90-year-old man that wants to see my receipt at Costco's. Why? He's security. And I expect it. You know? If I stole something, I'd be like, I'm in a hurry. Okay? Security, we need the team, call the police. I'm a good shopper. I paid for it. Here's my receipt. Right? I don't have a problem giving up my small freedoms in order to do this. It's just a protocol.
Okay.
So it's
a state of mind.
You have get away from your vehicle, man. Let them walk in, and I have your personal policy. You know what? I like the person to walk in for the first 30 seconds by themselves, so you feel like you're coming home for the first time. Why not have that as a selling point? It's probably a good selling point. Instead of the okay, come on, this is new stove, granite countertop. Let them walk in. Now you already have the advantage on them. You have the high ground. All right. To your left, you have this. Keep your back towards the door, and the door should be open. Active shooters, people that walk into schools and churches and like to kill innocent victims, we train people against that because of our training in the police department. There's a lock. They'll lock it. Pop, 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 pop. Bad guys, you walk in. Yeah, that's great. Granted, that's good stainless steel. Smash. Even if you ram for the door, they have the option of there's a barricade. She's going to be panicked like you were using 911 trying to unlock a door that you're not very familiar with. I'll pull you back to the back bedroom. Am I relating to you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I
So
am
you
not
really
ever
should
going to
have
show
the
another
back
house.
door. You should have the back door unlocked too then. We both.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go. This type of mentality is prompting your brain to rewire itself, and you won't offend anyone. Matter of fact, you'll just be better at your job. Okay, describe to me your open house.
I'm generally there by myself, although after the first woman got killed, I took somebody with me, but then nobody was available.
That's almost a foolproof way to scare off a bad guy. Witnesses, just an extra body, extra horsepower. Another phone, because they can make the phone call.
Right.
You can't. You're the one defending yourself.
They're not as popular as they were years ago.
Yeah.
Sellers aren't requiring them like they were asking.
You have to fortify it, knowing what you know now, or stand outside with the cookies.
Right.
Okay? Let them walk through. It's an open house. Do your thing. Set your table up outside with the information. Those little things mean everything. She's a rich broker who works alone. All those. How do you know she was rich? You had to do some research. How do you know where she was? Time, place, method established by him. And how do you know she worked alone? Because she established that pattern.
Why did the rich, did he steal from her too?
Yeah,
So he was stealing jewelry or furs?
Let's talk about the mentality of a criminal just one more time. Why? You don't think like this. You think, make a commission, pay my bills. They think, pawn that ring, get some drugs tonight. Take that watch, go to a pawn shop, I get $15, I can get a drink at so-and-so pub, then I'll go down to my contact in St. Pete, I'll do a carjacking or do a smash and grab, I get enough money for some meth, I'm good for the weekend. And I'm going to go up to my brother's house up in Georgia, hang out until all this blows over. They aren't you and I. Does that make sense? They are completely different. What we're doing as a society is we're thinking that they're us, and we're treating them like we would treat other people that are good. And we're giving them exceptions and exemptions. Don't. Be overvigilant. If you're wrong, guess what? You're wrong, but you're safe. Now, at the same time, that family of four comes in, you don't want to say, oh, you go over here, there's a kitchen. I do have 911. There is a fine line. I am not the over-the-top guy. There's a certain thing called command presence. People know when you know something. People know when you're prepared. Okay, if you ever seen someone walk with their shoulders up, okay, and they got a suit and they got the purse here, or it's someone with the long dress and the scarf and glasses, two different people. Who do you attack? Not even being a bad guy. Who do you attack? A very conservative-looking, soft-spoken one. Human nature. Easy opportunity. Let me give you one more easy opportunity analogy that we do on day one in Cobra to help you think like a criminal. Because remember, you're nothing special. If you're a stranger to me, so is the whole world. If you're posing this hurdle for me to get over, and I don't want to do that, I'll just go to the next. There's tons of them that don't. I mean, in the last 30 minutes, have you learned a lot?
Yeah.
So There's a lot of agents out there that know nothing. I'll pick one of them. So, you're the bad guy. All of you are the bad guy now. Quickly. I have a safe over here that has $10,000 in it. It's an iron safe, you don't know the combination. 10 grand. I have a glass jar. It has $1,500 in it. 30 seconds. Pick one. Quick! Glass jar. But you're $8,500 off. That's too much work. Might not get into it. Okay, and I'm going to lose my opportunity after 30 seconds. That's all it is. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, although that's important, it's mindset, knowing what they're going to do, knowing what you're going to do. Sir, come on up. Don't answer it the way you think I want you to answer it. If I have this knife up to your neck and I got your hair and I'm making contact and I say, get in that car or I will kill you. What do you do? What do you do? Kick him in the nuts. That's another one we debunked. We'll talk about that since you brought it up. So get in the car, kick him in the groin.
I go.
You go?
Yeah.
Watch.
I'm so afraid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're over here. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Right. So stand over here. So everyone can see your right hand. Yeah. Hold the knife up to my neck. You're the bad guy. Okay? Face me. Okay. What's your name?
Jeff.
All right, Jeff. You're the attacker. His intent or motivation is property. If it was murder, he'd already be stabbing me. 90% is property. I want what you have, and I don't want to work for it. So the knife's at my neck. Jeff, if I try to slap it or do something funny, I want you to show the whole audience that you can cut my neck. And you can put pressure on it too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just show the whole audience that you can do the motion.
Okay.
All right? But you have to rob me, so I want you to start requesting my property.
Give me a watch.
That's not a watch, man. That's a band.
Oh.
You got it. Come on, keep robbing me.
Okay.
All right, time. Was he successful? No. And he wasn't even, most people have it right to my neck, which is easier. Okay? Round of applause. Yes. Did you feel helpless? Did you feel in control?
I feel out of control.
What I just did with Jeff, all of you can do. It's not a secret. Every single one of you can grab a knife before any attacker cuts you. Every single one of you. So if you get in the car, it's the wrong move. In the academy, we show you what to do with the knife once you have it. That's just called an anchor. You will not cut me, period. Here's another one. You will not cut me. Just grab your own neck. Cut your hands. What happened to Jeff is this, and I want to show you the principle. There's a lot of different principles that are based on this. Everyone put your hands out, 6 inches, close your eyes. When you hear me clap, I want you to clap. Anyone beat me? No. Now use all your senses to try to beat me. No, you can look at me. You'll never beat me.
Right.
So when I grabbed him, we call it a sympathetic reaction. That was the second clap. You can't outthink someone. A thought is faster than anyone else's. So you can always, if you came up here, you take the knife. You grab the knife. There's no way I can beat it. Never happens. I've done this for well over a decade. I've learned it in the police department. You just cannot beat it, ever. So now you know. Get in the car. No, I will lock onto this knife. If I can give you one piece of advice right now without showing you all our edge weapons defenses, is you lock on to the arm, the wrist, and the elbow as hard as you possibly can and do not let go. And from that point, you need to inflict a lot of damage to a human being, because that's what it takes. There you go. You bite. That's one of the most lethal weapons a human being, yeah? Oh, gosh. Do you know why you do that? From birth, you were told, stop, don't, what?
Don't bite.
Yeah. Don't bite your sister. You're given a teething ring as a kid. Here's the analogy on biting. I don't like spiders because they what? I don't like squirrels because they what? I don't like alligators because they what? But a human being refuses to use this 50 caliber weapon on someone. Even a boxer pushed to his brink will bite. Mike Tyson. Here's a fact. A 3-year-old can remove flesh and bone from you. Every bite gets a reaction. Now, if you're the conservative that goes, well, I can get something, well, you could die. Okay? As a law enforcement officer, I was in so many altercations. There's blood, everything. The probability of you getting a deadly disease in that event is so low, it's like lightning in the middle of the day. It's possible, but it's not something that you need to register as an issue. survival is an issue. Make sense? Take a finger off and see if this guy wants to keep doing what he's doing to you. Next, thumb punch. You see, biting makes you even cringe. Imagine what happens.
So you're holding the hand that has the
Mr. Mark, come on, sir.
Yes.
We can't spend. What would happen if he had the knife up here? Okay, I'm showing you. There's no way he can cut you. No one in here. There's a lot that we do. Okay, from breaking down the elbow, 1, 2. Oh no, look at there's the knife. Okay, to releasing the knife with the gooseneck, or if you're now that looks complicated. Just be sloppy. Just what is he going to do? He's made a large object that has to fit through a small hole. Get the wrist into a headlock. All right? Bite his hand until you hear this thing hit the ground, and kick it, and try to escape. Doesn't have to be fancy. He can't get this through here. He just can't. You got it? Wrist into, yes? The wow face a little bit. All right. It's
I don't have to buy a gun. This is great because I can't. The thought of buying a gun.
Let's go to that step. Let's stay on the weapons real quick.
Okay.
Biting. Okay. Thumb punch. Make a fist. Okay. Everyone, what's the most vulnerable area on your body?
Your eyes.
Your eyes. But how do you strike an eye? No. Don't do 3 Stooges. Most effective. Take your fist. You have a foundation. Since your thumb is the only digit that has one knuckle, one joint. Put it down. See that? Now take your hand, hit it. That's hard, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah. Take your finger and do it. It doesn't feel good. Bam! So, Mr. Mark, it's a bad example because you don't have hair. But if you can lock onto someone's hair, or if you have them wrapped up, or if you have that knife, bam! Right in the eye. Okay? If you had them here, same thing. Right in the eye. Thumb punch. Thumb punch. Bite. Thumb punch. I have to address it because it was brought up. Another holy grail other than cell phones, especially for females, is what? Makeup. Kick them in the groin, right? Man, you are told that from a young age. And the majority, they build seminars around that whole premise. So let's back it up. You're going to, in your first move, compromise your balance. You're going to take a wide object, put it somewhere you can't see, to a person who's been defending that area his whole life. Here is the kicker. Literally. It does not work and does not hurt like you think. And I know how to prove it. And I'll ask the only guy in the room who I've never met until this day. Jeff, if you're standing at this door, and I tell you, Jeff, there's $1 million right here. All you have to do is take a direct groin shot from her. Could you get there in 15 seconds?
Yeah.
You could get $1 million?
As far as like if it was square on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every guy in here will tell you, that's not going to work. I'll get the $1 million. It's called lottery motivation. A criminal has lottery motivation. That means $1 million. The $1 million is the freedom. Get away from the police. You get kicked there, I'm still going. NFL players take shots there. Basketball players, kickboxers, fighters. Your kick to that area is ineffective, inefficient, and a false sense of security. However, it is a very vulnerable area. So how do you attack it? Come on. All right. Everyone say shopping for fruit.
Shopping for fruit.
All right. He grabs me. Old mentality. Whack! Not working. I'll just close my legs and smack you. And pull. You put that was his thigh. Hand 1, 2. You're grabbing him
Pulling
behind.
his thigh, or are you actually pulling his groin?
Well, for training purposes, it's thigh.
Okay, just checking.
You will be grabbing something else. All right. So you get put into a headlock, or let's go into a bear hug, because let's go over the arm bear hug. This is an escorting device. Okay, I'm going to pick this girl up. No, I'm on the inside foot hook so I don't leave the ground, and I'm grabbing what's right next to my arm. All right? My hand's already on it. And we're pulling up. All right? So when you grab, even if he's sitting on top of you, and you're on your back and you're looking up at him. Oh, there it is. Grab, twist, pull. It is connected to the body. It does cause internal bleeding. Let's get medical. I'll be Dr. Oz for a second. That can kill the man. Kicking him, whatever. You have it in your hand, and you pull and twist, that works. These are called equalizers, which mean, what's your first name again? Joanne. If Joanne takes that thumb and puts it in my eye, or Mark, who's stronger, Mark or Joanne? Mark. It's going to hurt the same though. She shoots me with a gun, he shoots me, it hurts the same. So a gun's an equalizer, thumb punch is an equalizer, that's an equalizer, okay? Fighting's...
We're grabbing the testicles? Is that what we're grabbing?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, or
Yes.
not the...
No.
Okay, sorry.
Both.
Everything you got.
Everything you can.
Okay.
I don't want to go down that road, but when you...
I just wanted to be clear. The whole package. I got it.
You won't have time to make the adjustments.
Sorry, that's the wrong one.
Just
Training purposes.
So it's always ready, it's readily available, and that's the key. Attackers don't go into altercations covering the most vital areas that you can bring them down. Anyone that can swing an arm. Now everyone do this. It's called a C-strike. Where do you think it goes? Bang. Open your hand, that web. Just touch it a little bit. You get this uncomfortable feeling here. Does anyone get hit in the neck really hard? Yeah, it's horrible. So watch. You don't know how to punch yet. You're not a skilled striker. You haven't learned any of that. I need you to get back, bang, right to the neck. Who wants to get hit in the neck? No, this keeps you alive, and you can see it. It's exposed. The attacker doesn't go into the altercation, hey, get in the back room. Get in the back room.
Right.
He's not guarding me. The only thing you have to do is have the willingness to access him with a technique that's going to work. Got it? So just with the bite, the thumb punch, and the C-strike, you're a walking lethal weapon. I wouldn't want anything to do with a woman that hits me in the eye, grabs that, hits me in the throat, bites my ear. Do you know what most women or people will do in general? Men tackle each other because they don't know what to do. If you don't have training, you act like a 5-year-old. You run and tackle another 5-year-old. Women, they start to flail and do this and pull. They're just doing, it's an instinctual animal response. Be direct. Do something that works. And we can all say without a shadow of a doubt that this stuff works, correct? And we won't even do it on each other.
When you do this to someone, what actually happens? If you're doing it right, does it collapse their windpipe?
There's a variety of things that happen. Not only your lungs are a vacuum. When you push your throat in, it can create that reverse vacuum, like a sucking chest wound. And when I had training for sucking chest wounds, you have to put plastic on it to stop it. Not only can it collapse on itself, but it's brittle. I mean, it's just cartilage.
And knock them unconscious.
You know what? You unconscious, collapsing. It's painful. It's painful and interrupts their process. There's so many things that can happen. If you Google "guy dies from a punch," you'll find it. There is someone that has died from being hit in the throat. Thousands of them. How they die? It's not my problem. Okay? Whether it's a punch, a C-strike, whether you hit them with the elbow, doesn't matter. You're causing damage. It doesn't hurt Mark or myself or John. Most men can take a good shot, especially from a woman. This is the hardest part of the human body. It houses your computer. Outside your femur, if you try to hit this or the jaw, you're going to probably break your hand, probably miss, and just make them mad. Okay? If you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And you don't have time to take a very, very long course to make sure you punch like a champion. You want to, that's got to hurt. Got that eye, that's got to hurt. Bang. Ah. You want to be like picking up a squirrel. That thing's this big. None of us want to pick him up, right? Why? He's got it down. I will scratch, claw, bite, and run from you. You were probably thinking that in the beginning, but you were not doing it right. Pushing someone away and doing this doesn't work. Okay? Even knowing the anti-abduction anchor technique when he's over the arms, okay, when he picks me up as a female, okay, pick me up. Oh my gosh, I'm airborne. Okay, I'm 210, so I'm a big female. So what we do here is inside foot hook. See that? It's just like a boat. I'm staying on the ground. Okay? This allows, now, and then we go into a lot of different stuff, but that keeps you on the ground. You get picked up, your legs are motorboating, and that's it. You're gone. You're not even on planet Earth anymore. It's hard for you to do anything at that point. That's called being escorted. Most women are attacked by men in a certain way. They want to escort you. They don't want to knock you out and drag you like a caveman. That's a lot of work. They need you alive for something, right? So they want to transport you from point A to point B. And you've got to interrupt all those processes. We got to have a mentality and a thought process when it comes to this thing. It doesn't care about your law, doesn't care about your religion, and to prove that, and it doesn't care about you, even if you bought it, this is the drill I like to do. All right, everyone call that like it's a dog. Come on. His name's Smokey. Call him. And time. What is that proving? No, it's proving that this
Doesn't come to you.
doesn't know you, doesn't care about you, doesn't care that you spent $500 on it, doesn't care that you load it and you caress it and you named it and you keep it right here and it's going to protect your family. You point it at someone, they take it, it kills your family. That's the problem with guns. You better be a proficient operator with this. I've shot so many rounds, my hands bleed. In the sheriff's department, they make you field dress it, and they make you reload, and you're putting the ammunition in there. Oh my, you're wrapping your... They make you own this physically. And still, most cops, when they're killed with a firearm, sometimes it's theirs, right? And my sergeant told me, every situation you go to is an armed situation, Deputy Sutton. And I had to think for a second, no, I went to an alarm call, and it was just the kids messing around. Did you have your gun on you? Oh, yes I did. So you have a gun on you, every situation you're in is armed. That's the challenge. Now let's talk about the effectiveness. All right, I'm bringing you up here because you want to fire, you want to get someone. What's your first name?
Joy.
Joy, I'm going to prompt you with some questions. Just answer the way you would answer, not the way you think I want you to answer. 5 years ago, you went to the gun range. You got that plastic card that says you can carry this guy around. You paid $700 for it. It's been sitting in the drawer, but now you have to use it. It's in your glove compartment. It's in your bag, wherever this is simulating those spaces. Do you want this gun in a holster or floating around? Who says holster?
I would probably say holster.
Okay. Do you want it strapped in the holster?
Oh,
Safety on.
I got this picture
Well,
ready.
no. You don't have to.
I had to undo the thing.
Do you want it charged? Do you want it ready to go? Fire? Do you want it on safety?
There's nothing in there.
No. It's not a real gun. It's an airsoft weapon.
Okay.
So what do you want? You want it on safety?
Yeah.
Safety is white. Red is hot. So you're going to have to take that off. If you want it charged, that means ready to go. Okay, so it's ready to go. Your whole job is to just make that button go backwards. And then fire. I'm going to put it in here like you said. You want this buckled? Watch the buckle. Watch how easy this is. You want it buckled?
No.
Okay. But you will have it in a some kind of closed compartment, whether it's your glove compartment or your purse. Put it over your shoulder. She has a gun, I don't. How many feet do you think, the least amount, if you're betting? You know, the price is right, but that thing climbs and he has to be within a certain number. How many feet do you think she needs, the least amount, before I can actually walk to her and touch her shoulder? To get that out.
Are you running or walking?
I'm walking.
25.
25 feet? 6? 6?
I don't know where.
Okay, so you're over there. Don't run from me. I don't want you falling or tripping or anything. All right? Once again, you have my secret formula, time, place, and method. This is approximately 30 feet. You would not be going for your gun under an attack. You'd be bebopping around. So keep it over your shoulder.
I wouldn't
Okay.
have it closed either, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Do you want it open?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I keep my bag open. Right here.
Perfect. Okay. All right. When I move towards you. Got it? Hey, the dramatic approach, and that's what we get. Give her a round of applause. Good job. Just slide it in your back. I mean, this is about as good as you get. You want it on safe round table, someone's like, I got a concealed weapons permit, I got a pepper spray. You can't get a gun out. You think you're going to get a pepper spray? Forget that. 1, 2. No way. All right, so is it over? Okay, now listen. We're going to set this up for reality. Because you're not going to be doing that. You leave the gym in the morning or you leave a property. You're not going to be like this. Okay? You're going to be doing your thing. Okay? And I will be within 5 feet, just so you know. It happens within 5 feet. I'm giving you 25 and I'm letting you know it's coming. Don't run. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. Take your ring on and off. When I move toward you. Go. Get out. Come on. Get out. Hey, get off safety. Off safety. Off safety. Off safety. Fire. Fire. Good. I got her? Yeah. I was just doing this. I win every single time. Not because I'm a black belt. I'm not even running. It's just, that's everyone. Yeah.
You go crazy.
Round of applause. Good job. A knife, you can all beat. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. Okay? And that goes back to that game where you go, pow, and you always win. Because you're moving first. Alright? And it's just one of those laws of reality that we're putting on display. But
What if they have a gun?
that's extensive training. Now watch. Come on up. That's something that you'll learn in the academy, but I want to give you this demo. Stand right here. What's your name?
Karen?
Karen, be a good guy, and don't kill me unless you think I'm doing something funny. See how bright and orange this is? Alright, put it under my chin. It's all ready to go.
Oh, okay.
You're the robber.
Okay.
Watch where the barrel is and the bang is. If I do something I might not though. Okay? Here's what you're doing. You're telling me to take my ring off, my watch, and all that stuff. If I get crazy, shoot me.
Okay.
Rob me.
Okay. Take your ring.
You take it.
Okay, I'm taking it. Okay.
Take my ring.
Oh, okay.
Pull the trigger, pull it!
Okay.
I win every time. We'll tell you that in the academy, we'll show you that. Thank you. I put the ring on with a gun on me. I never thought I'd get in that position. What happened? Did you feel like you could get a shot off? No one can. You guys could do that to me. See, action versus reaction gap. It's unbreakable. It's like gravity. Always. Always works.
So you took the gun.
I just stopped. I anchored the gun. The barrel went. You want to feel what it feels like?
I
Come
did.
on.
Yeah.
You do? Well, she's been up. Have you been up? You
I did. I went up already.
Come on up. Now, I'm something different this time. Okay, stand right here. Alright. Gun under, once again. You can't shoot me until I'm going to do something, because your motivation is property or getting me somewhere, right? So, if you wanted me dead, you would already shot me.
Right.
So you have to wait for me to do something crazy to do this. Start robbing me.
Jesus Christ.
Pull the trigger. Her hand's not even in that right position.
So you.
Watch what I did. This is how easy it is to learn Cobra. All I did is grab this pad, pull the elbow in. That's all I did. It's very, very, very easy to learn. And say if two of us are working, or I'm just on this side and I'm holding him and he's fighting. He's going to hook his feet on the bottom, right in there. Right? That's the last line of defense, so that door doesn't shut. Hooking those feet. Oh, I got you. Keep working. Got it? Alright, so you see where his feet hooked? Now I know that's common sense, but how common is it? What were you guys thinking before today? Honestly, who did not have a line of defense like this before today? Most of you, probably the vehicle of choice for the bad guy is not a big white van. That's stereotypical. And then the seat pillar is back here by this tire. So A by the front tire, middle of the vehicle, and then C. So when I say A, B, and C, that's what it means. As I'm pulling you past this, and you see an open window. Why an open window? Because I was listening. Bad guys roll down their windows quite often just to hear what's going on. Make sense? They want to hear what's going on. They want to have a feel for it. They want to feel like they're in charge. Pop this open, pulling you in. We see this. The first thing we want to do is create an anchor. An anchor keeps the situation right here. The worst thing that could happen to a person abducting you is that it lasts a long time. It stays in one place. People start to see it. People start to hear it. Someone might call 911. As we pass this A-pillar and she sees an open window, we're going to create an anchor. Your anchor is elbow, grab your shirt, and start dropping your weight. Put your head against the vehicle, away from the attacker. Will you get punched? Who knows? Who cares? What's your safe alternative? What's your safe alternative? To start fighting right here if you don't know how to fight? To fall on the ground kicking and screaming? To get in the vehicle? That's the last thing we should do, is get in the vehicle. So as I pull her through, she's going to create that anchor, bang, bang. And the bad guy's main concern, you still want your feet. You still want your feet. The bad guy's main concern is to get her in the vehicle. You got to remember his intent. Do I want to hurt her and knock her out? This looks really bad right now as far as being a bad guy. So I'm pulling and I'm trying to get her off of the vehicle, trying to get her in. Why? Because I had a plan and she changed it. Now I'm starting to draw attention. I'm not driving off. I have nowhere to go because she's stuck here. Can't close the door. So you're slowing down whatever his plan is. So you're winning. And if someone might say, well, what if you get hit? So what? That's something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to put your head between your arms and just deal with it. Because if you let go, the minute you let go to swat, you might not hit him, or you might hit them, and like we see out there, strikes don't work like you think. In the vehicle, shut the door. Might have a partner, might be in there tying you up. Now you're in the vehicle. It's a whole different ball game. All right, now the window's up. This is called a window anchor wedge. So if the window is up and we're passing this threshold, this is probably the most secure anchor that you can possibly get on a vehicle. Between the door and the front frame, right here. As they're pulling you in, remember a car will be a lot lower. You're going to launch yourself into this, hand down, and just drop your weight. Keeping the door from shutting, keeping the situation right here. An abduction is called an abduction because you disappear quickly. You're gone. It's that fast. Watch the Carly Bruscia tape. Watch any tape where a guy walks up and grabs a girl and puts them in the car. They do very little, and they find them days later. God bless their heart, but they're dead. And even for men, 3 men, we might have to jump, pat, beat him up, and stuff him in this car. Why? He's got a nice car and I need it tonight. Sorry. That's what we're going to have to do. Happens to guys too. So, window shut, right here. This is a window anchor wedge, because you're wedging yourself in here. So, Mr. Gabe, where's Mr. Gabe? Come on in. I want you to volunteer. I want you to put yourself in here, and I want, a couple people to come up and try to grab them and pull them out. Watch how secure this is. Put yourself in there. Boom. Put that weight down. Come on in. Just try to pull them out. Pretty good. Pretty secure. All right. Come on. Let's go. Push it back. 2 more people.
I just see some more.
All right, next. That's it. We're not going to do all 30 people, Dave. Okay. Pop yourself out. Now, is that secure, guys? Yeah. It's tough. What does the bad guy have? Your head is facing that way. You're stuck between his window frame and an open door. I mean, you're literally stuck in there to drop your weight. So his options are to fight until he can get you in the vehicle, which might take 1, 2, 3, or 4 minutes or longer. People might come and assist. You might get your bearings back and formulate a plan to maybe crawl over the windshield. You might have a weapon you can go for, or he might, this is the biggest possibility, abandon his vehicle altogether. You know when you pull someone over and they have a warrant for their arrest and it's a felony, you know what they usually do? Yeah, I got one running. You think he's going to stay here when he's facing capital? This is a capital offense. You're going for life. Even for attempting that, you're going away for life. In all likelihood, I'm not going to Monday morning quarterback. Every situation's different. He will probably abandon the entire situation and run. There's another vehicle and another kid out there. I guarantee it. But if you catch me, I'm doing time, and it's hard to escape jail. Make sense? Any questions? All right. This is a window frame. Anchor. Say it with me. Window frame. Anchor. Window wedge. Anchor. Everything we do in here is anchoring, is stopping the situation. Stop the weapon. Stop the knife. Stop the gun. Stop the abduction. Stop the vehicle. Okay. Now we're going to get in the vehicle, and once you guys in close here, and I'm just going to need one person sitting in the vehicle. Okay. Can everyone see?
Yeah.
Okay. As I turn it on, that door's shut. He's going to launch. No, keep it open for training purposes. He's going to launch himself in here for an anchor. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. He's in here. He gets the anchor and he drops his weight a little bit. Both arms in there. You got him good. Now, right here, to the left and to the right, 1 inch. If I step on the gas and I got 1 inch to turn, what am I going to hit? I'm going to hit that building. I'm going to hit that building, no matter how hard I try. Now, my alternative is to put it back in park and begin to fight. Now, when I'm done fighting and I go to take off, what is he going to do? Anchor. And it's going to go back and forth. He's going to bite, he's going to punch, he's going to kick, he's going to scratch, and he's going to anchor. And quite often we hit this little guy right here and draw more attention. So this is a steering wheel. Anchor. Very good. Okay. Popping up. Now, if someone's going to pull me out of the vehicle, ladies or gentlemen, your door flies open and someone's going to carjack you. They're going to pull you out by your hair, by your hand. It's the same thing in reverse. 1, 2, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in my vehicle. That's how we stay in our vehicle, and that's how we wreck the vehicle. A steering wheel anchor. We're going to hit the horn. We're going to fight at any chance we have. Everyone asks, well, what should we do if we get a chance to punch or kick? You should punch or kick. What if we can bite? Should we bite? Should we eye gouge? If you see a pin right here, should you jam it in his eye? Yeah, I don't even have to say that. You're being abducted. This is not a cool thing. He's not delivering pizzas. This could be the last hour of your life if you don't make a decision right here. Crash the vehicle at low speed, because the alternative is you at his hideout in his apartment, deep in the woods, behind some church. Who knows where you're going? Only he does. And they're going to find you. You're going to be on the news about 2 days later. That's not cool. We don't want to be in the news. We want to put ourselves in the news, and we put him in jail every single time. Okay, the next one is the foot hook. Foot hook when you're being drug in. Open your door and go. Ready, 1, 2, 3, go. About the same time, right? So what's my option? Well, that's your viable option. Put the vehicle between you and the abductor. So I have to go around my vehicle, make chase, and guess what? I have to abandon the vehicle that everyone saw me trying to abduct you in, and I got to run the opposite. Not only, it's just a giant hurdle. It just makes sense. So if you run at the same speed, we're going to meet back here. If you run to the front, you're running in front of a moving vehicle, possibly. So that's not the safest place, and that's still in traffic. So run exactly opposite of your vehicle door. Any questions about that? This is vehicle abductions 101. All right, practice them on your vehicle. Practice them with your family. They're not hard to learn, and they're very, very effective. You don't want to get in the vehicle. What's the window frame called? Window frame?
Anchor.
Window wedge?
Anchor.
Steering wheel?
Anchor.
Very good. Foot?
Anchor.
Hook. Foot hook. That's how you remember it. Good. We got one. Very good. All right, guys. We're going back inside. Okay. Thank you.